Luffy in Gear 5 would absolutely obliterate him. He would absolutely just destroy this man's life.
You see this man? You can't tell him nothing. He is not changing his mind for shit. There's no piece of evidence. There's nothing you can show him, nothing that will ever make him change his mind. Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome back to another video. You feel me, bruh? Another Olamasama video. It's to the point that y'all start, it's been multiple of y'all, I think 2 of y'all I've seen in the comments like, yo, Olamasama drop, bro. We gonna need that reaction. I got y'all, bro. Literally the next day. I don't know if this video is dropping the next day. It should be the next day after the next day when I drop this video, if all goes according to plan. I'm trying to get consistent for y'all, bro. And with that said, bro, go ahead, like and subscribe to the video. I don't want to make this intro too long. And let's get straight to it. You feel me? Appreciate all the love and support on the channel. Shout out Olamasama, bro. You be dropping bangers every single
So
night.
guys,
Never misses.
2025. Woo, let's go.
Oh, and you be dropping songs. Oh, I thought I knew the song. I ain't gonna lie. When I liked the video so I could find it easy, I thought I knew the song. I didn't, so I looked it up to see if it was the song I was thinking of. It wasn't. And so I saw the real name of the song, so I cheated. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, it's three-headed goats, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm nice. I knew it this time. No, I didn't. I did not know it. I would have been completely wrong if I like free guessed it.
Therefore, it's only natural for me to look at some of the worst hot takes I could gather throughout the last half of the year. It's sort of like a send-off. After all, we will be leaving all those bad takes back in 2024. Bro, who am I kidding? We all know dang well that there will be more horrific takes this year. So without further ado, delay, postponement, obstruction, or setback, let's get into the first take. And like always, no hate to any of these people. We're just talking about anime. Oh my gosh, the first take of these people. We're just talking about anime.
Trunks Goku can block. This is why I stopped having conversations about anime with niggas. I think I told you. I think I told y'all, bro. And it's him again on TikTok. I know about him. Back when I was in the anime space, holy shit. It's a lot of them that used to piss me off. I'm like, bro, how? King Vegeta used to blow up planets by doing this. And you think Goku or Super Saiyans can't do it? Come on now, bro. Come on.
Oh my gosh, the first take's a TikTok live take. Goku/Trunks aren't planetary.
Wow.
You know what? Let me keep an open mind. It's just a screenshot and I can't say he's bugging out just based on it. Let's hear what he has to say.
That's exactly what that means. Because Trunks has never done it, he can't do it. He's not planetary until he demonstrates otherwise.
I'd actually like to get in contact with this guy because he clearly knows Kizaru's plug. Let me actually give you guys a bit of a history lesson on why this take might have even arrived. Several months ago, near the tail end of summer, the topic on whether Naruto was planetary came up, with the sides being clearly divided. One side said he's planetary because he fights with people who can destroy planets, and the other side said he isn't because he hasn't blown up a planet. Now, questioning if Naruto is planetary or not is fair to an extent because the Naruto franchise doesn't have people blowing up planets regularly. Questioning if Trunks is planetary is a completely different story. The guy in the video basically says that since Trunks hasn't destroyed a planet, he can't do it, which is a fairly disingenuous argument.
It is. It's extremely disingenuous, and this is, you'll see this a lot in like the anime community. People try to like use like very disingenuous arguments, like, and the thing about Dragon Ball is very inconsistent. Like, they'll have crazy feats today, and like Goku gets hit by a rock in his head, and like that's the problem with Dragon Ball. So it gives these type of dudes feel.
Logic makes sense.
You can't do anything about it, bro.
If your friend said that he can beat a tiger in a fight, you called cap until you saw it yourself. But the logic breaks down so quickly when you realize your friend has been seen fighting toe-to-toe with freaking alien tigers that are 100 times stronger than a normal tiger. At that point, you just have to give the logic and agree that he can beat a regular tiger in a fight. Like, why can't people just accept how Dragon Ball Z works? How many times do we have to teach y'all?
He's right, bro. We've seen Frieza destroy a planet. So he beats and takes on planetary like Frieza level blasts and stuff, and he's come on now, bro.
This lesson. They have been blowing up planets since power levels were in the thousands. When was the last time a power level was relevant? The Namek Saga? They stopped mattering because power levels became absurdly high. Frieza was casually blowing up planets in his first form. Trunks was able to beat the brakes off that same Frieza when he was in his final form and supposedly stronger than he was on Namek. Trunks even caught the attack that Frieza was going to use to destroy Earth, which mind you, this attack was stronger than the blast that destroyed both Namek and Planet Vegeta, with his bare hands. I think the language being used also matters. Saying that Trunks is flat out incapable of destroying a planet is just just wrong. He's acting like Trunks can't also use ki blast a similar magnitude to destroy a planet. It's not headcanon to think something like that. It's an extremely reasonable.
And the thing about Dragon Ball is that it's very linear in how it scales. The more like the more power you have, the faster you are, the more damage you do. Except for like special cases like when like Berter and the other guy, I forgot his other name in the Tournament of Power, where they're like faster, where they're known for their speed. In those special cases, then yeah, but like when it comes to like Goku, Frieza, and those characters, for the most part, the stronger you are, the faster you are, the stronger you are, the more the more damage your ki blasts do. Everything scales up like in a straight line. That's how that works. So like it just doesn't make sense.
Assertion. When I see someone hold on to such logic, it just makes me think they want to win the argument so bad, and then I'm gonna ignore this.
That's
Goku
exactly
part
what it is.
Pure engagement bait. The TikTok live epidemic still proves to be strong to this day, and will probably be stronger moving forward. Oh, too soon.
Now they're back though for like 75
Anyways, let's get
days.
into the next take.
Luffy inspired Mr. Fantastic.
Ah, One Piece fans, the gift that keeps on giving. But to be completely fair, this guy is genuinely just asking a question. He's not trying to be annoying or implying that One Piece is the father of everything. I just wanted to include this in the video because this is the same idea of Dragon Ball fans taking credit for the ideas of other creative projects. Reed Richards has definitely been able to alter his appearance to make himself look more buff.
Facts.
Gear 4 also came out in 2015, and Mr. Fantastic has been around since the 60s. That means there are nearly 50 years of Mr. Fantastic comics to draw inspiration from. Sure, you can draw connections between the two, but I think the chances are higher they just want to go for an Aki look for Mr. Fantastic. There always seems to be certain fans in some fan bases who are so stuck in their own community that they can't fathom something else being completely original. Then there are people who will feed into the nonsense and keep up
For
with the
this
bad
one,
takes, and they're
I'll
just wrong
give
most of the time. Like, I know for a fact
One
that there were
Piece
people who
fans
saw
thingy
this
because
post,
it looks
took
very
way too
similar. I will
seriously,
say
and went
that.
on a tear trying to prove that Luffy actually inspired Mr. Fantastic. But I won't stay on this one for too long.
I don't know
Let's
if it's
move
true
on.
though,
Anything that
but I'll
brings
give them
you to the conclusion that Krillin can breathe the same air as Luffy.
Whoa. Hold up. I'm not dealing with any more Krillin slander. He's just glazing. Next take.
Is Sakamoto Days actually good? I like the art style, I love the animation. But yeah, there was something about me where I'm like, if this wasn't well animated, I don't think I'd like this at all. I think this would be really boring and generic.
So just in case your roommates with Patrick Star, a popular manga series called Sakamoto Days recently started its anime adaptation. The series has been relatively hyped up because the manga really started popping off in recent years. But there has been a lot of mixed opinions about the first episode. Everyone can have their own opinions about an episode, but it feels as if a lot of people are kind of forcing out overall views about the series. We've only had one episode.
There's a
so
bunch
far,
of animes I still gotta catch up on.
The series is good or not is jumping the gun a bit. Like, we're already giving Sakamoto Days the Demon Slayer allegations of being carried by animation. And to be honest, the animation of Sakamoto Days is really good, but it's not so jaw-dropping to the point where I'll just say that it's doing a bulk of the work. And even if it did have worse animation, it'd still be only one episode out of 22. So just wait and see how the rest of the season pans out. Also, in the video, they're saying it has a generic start, but saying a series has a generic start is like calling the sky blue. Most series have a relatively average start to ease people into the series. The first episode of One Piece has Luffy in a barrel and has us following Kobe a bit. First episode of Jujutsu Kaisen was relatively basic too. High school kid gets a demon inside of him. I don't even want to mention how Black Clover started off in its first couple episodes. I could go on and on about series with relatively average starts. It's not common to
especially
see
the older series, bro. These longer running ones that weren't made for like these 24 episode seasons. Them longer running seasons that like drop like once a week. Holy. Go watch Dragon Ball right now, bro. Go watch Naruto right now, bro. Like these older anime, bro, they start mad slow, bro.
Anime start off with episodes like Attack on
Even
Titan.
AOT, yeah, I think the first episode was just world building. Am I not mistaken? I think they only started going down like second episode. Am I wrong?
Or Yu Yu Hakusho. So let's not make that the standard for what series should start off with. That's how people's brains get fried. And calling it a worst spy family is kind of wild. Like, yeah, assassins and spies, they're similar, and Sakamoto does have his family, but it's too loose of a comparison for me to make. Before I get into the next take, if you're enjoying the video so far and you're new, you might as well subscribe.
I like superpowers if you haven't noticed yet, bro. I like me seven, even saying, but like I like superpowers. I like flashy things flying across my screen and stuff, bro. That's what I'm on
to the next take. Bro, what? I said next take.
I was about to say, I thought that was me, but I thought it was low quality.
Take. For some reason, Krillin had a surge of slander which boggles my mind. Y'all gotta stop playing about my guy.
Luffy in Gear 5 would absolutely obliterate him. He would absolutely just destroy this man's life.
You see this, man? You can't tell him nothing. He is not changing his mind for shit. There's no piece of evidence. There's nothing you can show him, nothing that will ever make him change his mind. Ever.
First off,
I
let's
want
get
you
this
to know
straight.
that.
This guy is straight glazing. Also, I really don't know if bro is joking or not. Bringing these One Piece or Naruto characters into fights with Dragon Ball Z characters is like entering a toddler in the UFC. Luffy versus Krillin is literally the coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb meme. And the thing is, if I just say DBZ characters are always going to be stronger than Luffy,
Drink
I'm
your
just
water,
gonna get
yo.
told I'm wrong. Krillin's portrayal in Dragon Ball of being the weakling really made y'all think he would be a bum in other series. Emo would be bowing before Krillin if he was in One Piece, along with the rest of the 5 elders.
Krillin, Luffy, Naruto. Who's coming out of the room alive?
Not Krillin.
This clip actually reminded me of something I've been working on for a minute. I just wanted to let y'all know that I will be advocating for a ban of all microphones and cameras in any convention in 2025. Yes, I know. Thank you. The stuff they be saying in these street or convention interviews really makes me wonder if there's some secret organization that exists in this world. I don't know if they're told to say something else beforehand. It's a very clear pattern. If you see someone at a convention and ask them for a hot take or a question, they'll just say anything. These interviews are actually bordering on communist propaganda. Blink twice if y'all need help, please. Is Shonen Showdown keeping you guys hostage? The takes I hear about Dragon Ball tell me that it is the most watched, unwatched series ever. It's so popular, yet people are just blatantly wrong about it so often. I don't want to rehash points I've made before in the past already. Let's just move on and leave the Krillin slander in the past.
It said if Bleach came out nowadays, it would flop just like Black Clover.
Okay, there are somehow multiple things wrong with this one sentence. How do you even manage that? That's gotta be some sort of skill. Where do I even begin? First off, Bleach is definitely on the older side of anime, but it's not that old to the point where people are just blinded by nostalgia. Besides the animation being a bit worse than earlier arcs, Bleach still holds up extremely well to this day. That's why the big three is so iconic. Not only were they popular back in the day, but they're also able to hold up fairly well when watched nowadays. There's also the fact that Bleach is in fact still being released to this day. I don't know how this person forgot about Bleach still having an ongoing anime with anime exclusive content in it. Then there's the fact that Bleach
I haven't watched
inspired a lot of
1,000 Year
other
Blood
series
War. I
with the
need to
format
get.
they have.
Nah, I
Gon
got
has
too much
inspired
going
domain
on. I got
expansions,
too much
the
going
divisions
on.
in the Soul Society mirrored the squads in Black Clover, and My Hero's author Horikoshi said that he drew inspiration from Bleach. Now, work with me here. If a series provided a blueprint that proved to be successful, and that same blueprint is used today and is successful as well, would the original not have similar results? The only way I see this not being the case is because people talk about anime way differently today, and people can be a lot more divisive nowadays when it comes to
I am pissed. Look what they did to my beautiful, beautiful boy. My favorite panel. You can't be serious, bro. You can't be serious. Who are you?
the anime. Then we also have to address that Black Clover part of it being a flop. This is just a bold-faced lie. Black Clover was not a flop. If you didn't like it, that's fine. But to say that Black Clover wasn't popular and bombed is pure lunacy. We can all acknowledge that Black Clover didn't have the best start, but in case you didn't know, it's not 2017 anymore. It's 2025, and the series has gotten a lot better as it progressed. After watching the Elf arc, I promise you fans were not saying Black Clover was a flop. The only reason why people don't talk about it is because the anime was on hiatus because of its close proximity to the manga. The mangaka also had to slow down the schedule for Black Clover.
I remember this happened, and I was like at the end of it, and then they said they were gonna release it like February of last year. Did they end up releasing it, bro? Like the next season or whatever? What happened to it? I haven't seen people talking about it. That's why I didn't like pick it up again. I didn't think there were no new episodes.
Health and family matters, so a new chapter drops about every 3 months. That's not
every 3 months.
Making sure the mangaka and the series are both doing fine. And
so
plus,
he slowed down on his
anytime there is a new
upload.
chapter,
So now,
Black Clover fans start popping up again, and the series returns closer to its prime form. Next take. With TikTok being banned in America, we'll see how long that lasts for. I wanted to include one of these hot take slideshows that progressively get hotter. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, I don't really care.
Y'all going on Red Note?
Half of these, like, I'm not gonna fight you on if you think Akamaru is annoying in Naruto. A couple of these takes did catch my eye though, one of them being about the worst fan bases. Now, I think JJK fans deserve to be here without question. Some of them can be very obnoxious about their series, especially because it was so popular in 2024. I don't think AOT and JoJo's fans deserve to be here without some other contenders in mind. I think that there are a good amount of fan bases who can contend for the last 2 spots. My Hero fans were way too crazy in the early 2020s to not be in contention for a spot. One Piece fans are always in contention for a spot like this.
All big 3 fans in general. All big 3 fans in general. They need a spot up there. The Bleach fans were alright until 1,000 Year Blood War it came out, and then they started, you know what I'm saying? Then they became the One Piece fans.
this along with Dragon Ball Z fans, then I'd probably have to have AOT as my other contender. My final list would probably have JJK, My Hero, with DBZ
What did
and One Piece tied for worst fan
AOT
base.
fans
I low-key think another fan base has potential to rival JJK, but I'll give it a couple years and see how they're doing then. Another take I found interesting is SAO being better than 90% of new gen anime. I'm not sure if the 90% of new gen anime is in the room with us, but I'd humbly disagree with this take. I think we all know the tale of Sword Art Online. It had a good start, but in the last half of
for season 1 was cool. It was cool, and then they just went left. Started giving him lightsabers and stuff. They made him a vegetable.
Season 1 lost a lot of momentum. Season 2 was all right, and season 3 was actually good from what I remember. But even with season 3, I still feel like
was
a lot of
yeah, but he was a vegetable the whole time. He was a vegetable. I didn't like that. I didn't like that Kirito, the main character, was a vegetable the whole time. And then when he came out of vegetable, he was some type of like god and stuff flying around. Get the hell out of here, bro. It was supposed to be some type of medieval fighting. It would have been smooth. It would have been smooth. And then they started giving niggas the flying superpowers again. Stop.
Gen anime beat out SAO's first 3 seasons. I'm not gonna really comment on the other takes too much because they're honestly fairly
as a character, as it doesn't mean it's a poorly written character. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If there are a device to where like the other characters written around them are getting like development through them, then yes, it's good. Like Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta was the one getting a lot of development because of Goku and how Goku is and his like drive to beat Goku and stuff like that. That's pretty good, bro. I think the story around them is good. If nobody got developed, then it would be ass.
Reasonable. Like enjoyability being better than good writing is something I can understand and might even agree with too.
Yeah.
Something like Demon Slayer is enjoyable to watch even if the writing isn't deeper than something like Attack on Titan.
Facts.
When it comes to enjoyability, it is purely subjective. Except Misfit of Demon Academy.
Yeah, this
you're
is
not
some
allowed
bullshit.
to enjoy that at all. If you do enjoy it, you're objectively wrong. Now it's time for the lightning round where I pick out some comments with hot takes that you guys wrote under the last video. Cheese Grater wrote about a lot in their takes, so I'll talk about a few of them. They say that DBZ is hot trash. It's poorly paced, horribly animated, only has a few good characters, has a bad protagonist, and can't kill off any popular characters and keep them dead. To be completely fair, you can think DBZ is trash and say that Goku is a bad protagonist, but I don't think animation being bad is valid whatsoever for Dragon Ball Z.
Because it's an old ass anime. It's old as hell. It's like saying Yu Yu Hakusho has bad. Yes, it's old. What you mean? Akira has bad. It's old.
In terms of animation, which is how the characters move, there's never really a point where I'm watching a fight and Goku looks awkward moving. It stays relatively consistent.
Oh, you're talking about that, not the look of the art style? Is he okay? Then the animation isn't bad for how old it is.
Series besides Super. If you're referring to the art style of Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah, exactly.
But in terms of characters moving, I think it's just false to say it's bad animation. Also, to be a good series, you don't need to kill off characters. I don't know where this idea came from. It's a shonen anime for younger audiences. It's not gonna be a bloodbath every arc. If characters never got revived, you'd have to pull things out of your butt to make new characters on par with strength with the ones in the ongoing arcs.
Exactly. It would not. It would. I never thought about that actually.
Said that Demon Slayer is bad as it has generic plot, generic characters, generic backstory, generic music, and great animation. They end by saying that it's ultimately carried by animation. This take is a lot more common than some may think, but I also think that people come down a bit too hard on Demon Slayer. Generic does not equal bad. Generic equals average. If we're going to call something bad, there has to be something bad about it. If you're pointing to everything in Demon Slayer and calling it average, then it's not actually bad.
It's not that like, oh, the animation. You know, for this to look as good as it looks, do you think it's just animation? Let's keep it a buck, bro. It's not just animation that's looking, it's the choreography, everything that's going into it, the effects, everything, bro. It's not just the animation looks cool. If it was choreographed bad and the animation looked cool, it would still be ass. Do we not understand that?
Average. The next take from Choppa Card, which I'm assuming that they got this take from someone
Means
else.
the fight scenes are good. Just like how Naruto be, oh, the animation is garbage. Have you seen that? First of all, the animation in Naruto be looking weird, but it's very fluid. It's very fluid. You gotta give them props. Them little weird face angles, that's all to give like effect to like the movements and stuff. And it was never meant to be like paused in a still frame. Right? It's supposed to be watched frame like to frame to frame to frame, not like frame by frame. So people, when they say Naruto has bad animation, I'm always like, I don't know. Some of the fights in Naruto look really good. They look really good. Stop, bro. I don't know about like animation.
And they're not actually saying it themselves.
Boruto,
it's
yes.
essentially
Boruto,
saying that
yes.
Zoro can beat Luffy because Luffy is weak to sword attacks. I've mentioned in the past that Zoro is closer to Sanji than he is to Luffy, and I think this is still the case. Just because Luffy is weak to sword attacks doesn't mean he'll just get murked and exploded by one sword slash.
Just
Let's
because
make
of
a
sword,
connection with Pokemon. We know that Groudon, a ground type, is weak to water moves, so they'll do double the damage. By saying Zoro can beat Luffy because of his weakness, we can also say that Totodile could beat a Groudon, even though we know that they are light years apart in strength. I know the take also includes Luffy and Zoro being relative to each other, but people also say that the earth is flat, so that doesn't really mean much to me. And I just wanted to throw this one last take in here because I've been holding on to these for a while. Y'all takes are not safe even in the comment sections of different platforms. What do you mean Roger was slamming Garp? Who do y'all think Roger is? Wait a minute. If Shanks and Roger have parallels between each other, Roger is just an old gen. Oh my gosh, I have to write this down for later. Oh my god. 2024
I don't know
had a lot of
about, I don't know
bad
about
takes,
this.
and
I have
2025
no
will probably
opinion on
follow
that.
suit. So as long as I can find bad takes, expect a hot takes video from time to time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for making it this far. Thank you guys for all the support in 2024, as it was a
You
really
already
big
know,
year
bro.
for me, and I
I'm
hope that
one of your best
2025 will be
supporters,
an
bro.
even bigger year. With that being said, have a great day. And
Hey
peace
man,
out.
I wish all the best to you, bro. Keep dropping these bangers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope you come up, bro. I really love your content, bro. And with that said, bro, appreciate y'all for coming out watching the video, bro. Go ahead, drop a like if you can, bro. If you want to. You can also watch one of these videos that are popping up on your screen right now, bro. Appreciate all the love and support on the channel, bro. Enjoy your day.